Welcome back to the incredible Rockets Propaganda Channel. I'm your mans, AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter at AKInfinity_VVS. Like the video, comment, subscribe, the whole nine. You know the drill by now. Now let's rock. Let's get to it. So we got some funny little news, man. I say it's funny news. So according to Mike A. Scotto from Hoops Hype, the Rockets will shop the number 3 overall pick ahead of the draft in hopes of landing a star-level player. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's call cap on that right now. Because if the draft is as weak as they say it's supposed to be, what star-level player we supposed to get back for pick number 3? Oh, that boy could rap a little bit. But yeah, man, like, think about that, man. What y'all think about that for a second? Like, what star, realistically, if the draft is supposed to be weak, who are we getting back for this number 3 pick? Because that number 3 pick, whoever it is, chances are you're probably getting a lifelong role player. That's just the chances, according to what the experts say. And I got to put quotes on that because these experts be wrong as hell. But yeah, that's Cap City. It's Cap City. However, I do think it's good GMing by Rafael Stone, good front office work by the Rockets in general, because they got to put this kind of news out there. You notice a lot of front offices, the good ones, they'll float some kind of stuff out there like that so they can drive up the value of that pick. Because I can guarantee you right now, there's at least one team or two that they're negotiating with right now, and that team or those teams, they probably want that number 3 pick, but what they offering back ain't enough. And in order to get some more back or siphon some more back from them teams, well, you got to put some news out there. You got to put some cap in the air, man. You know what I'm saying? Graduation style. You know what I'm saying? So this is really, to me, this is just smart front office work by the Rockets. You got to do this ahead of the draft. You got to do it in time. We got to do it with enough time ahead of the draft so that way you can, maybe get some other phone calls from some other teams. Maybe I don't know what examples would be out there, but one of them teams for sure that probably want the number 3 pick is the Nets. I tell you that right now, and they probably want too much from Mikal Bridges, and they're not trying to give back enough along with Mikal Bridges. So the Rockets are probably just like, all right, man, we finna put this news out there, and now you got to compete with the rest of the league. That's what you get, stupid Nets. It's a stupid organization, I'm telling you right now. But good move by the Rockets, man. I'm not sure who necessarily would be our targets. Mikal Bridges, I can tell you, that's one. There's been too much smoke under that for there to not be no heat and no fire, man. There's been too much smoke in the Mikal Bridges for us. Way too much. So that's probably a guy. I know I've heard Paul George. That could be a guy. I don't think that would make sense for the Clippers too much. Well, I think it probably would if we just giving up Dylan. Let's say, for example, we just giving up Dylan, Tate, Landale, pick 3, and probably another pick to grab Paul George in a maybe a sign and trade or a trade and extend, something like that. Same thing with Jimmy Butler. I can see the same thing going on with Jimmy Butler too. But other than them two, you want to talk about star level players like that realistically could come to the Rockets? Them's really the only two, man. The only two I can think of. I'm probably forgetting somebody, but I know that as far as starting positions, that small forward spot is the one where I think everybody kind of agrees that we can really upgrade immediately. As great as we've liked Dylan, I've loved Dylan. I'm a Dylan fan, man. I like guys like that. Trash talk, a-hole. He always getting on the other team's skin. I love it. I like an irritant. I love it, man. But if there's one spot that we can upgrade without really feeling no big time pain, it'd probably be that one. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna front as much as I love that boy. So y'all let me know in the comments down below, man, who are the Rockets looking for? Who are the teams that the Rockets are negotiating with to try to drive up this trade value of pick number 3? Because they clearly don't want to pick at 3 in this draft. But we got to remember that if there's really a star that we're going after, it's gonna be it's either Jimmy or Paul George. And I also think it's not really a star that we are really going after. We just gotta say that in the media. Just gotta say it in the media, like I said, to drive the trade value. Maybe get some higher level role players, upgrade a spot or 2 on the team. Probably gonna have to give up some pieces. None of the core 6, I don't think. But as far as the starters or regular rotation players, Dillon probably for sure, Tate probably for sure, and probably some more draft capital depending on the length of the contract that we get back. If we taking back a bad contract in order to get a good piece, you never know, man. But y'all let me know in the comments down below. Who are the teams that we possibly negotiating with besides the Nets? Because I guarantee you they one of them. Who are the players, whether star level or not? Who are the players that we might be trying to get? Let me know in the comments down below, man. See, man's AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter at AK_Infinity_713. I said _713. No, _VVS. How many times I said my Twitter, I said it wrong. So wrong with me, man. I might be on that 87 gas today, man. Anyway, holla at your boy. We out.